part 4 of the time that I dated a cartel guy and got run out of Mexico. To catch you up, I'm 21, selling timeshare in Mexico, and because I had been sleeping with my manager, I had been moved to a different sales floor. And on this sales floor, I had started flirting, tearing it up with this little mysterious guy, and one day, he just doesn't show up to work. I ask his friends where he is, and they're like, wait, has he not told you? And I'm like, told me what? They're like, this might be like his place to tell you, but he's there on some business. So he ends up coming back in a few days. I don't hear anything from him, like over these whole like 3-4, and so he gets back, just like waltzes in the sales room, like nothing is wrong. And so I'm like a little sassy kind of girly. I'm like, I'm gonna play it a little hard to get because I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if I want to get involved in whatever it is, but I feel like to hold the power, I just need to like hold back. He comes in, you know, being his usual flirty self, like, did you miss me while I was gone? And obviously, I'm like, you were gone? I didn't even notice. Like, yeah, I was gone. I know you know, and I actually owe you drinks tonight because you won the bet, and I will tell you everything that is going on. So that night, he takes me out for drinks, and that is where he shares with me that he was in Port. I had to cut that part off because I don't actually want to share where he was, because is there still danger? No. But is this still a situation that, like, I don't fully want to play all my cards? Yes, because obviously safety is the #1 concern. He tells me he was over on the mainland, and he was there to basically settle up the rest of his affairs because he left in a rush. The reason that he left in a rush is because that he was in, there was some loyalty issues, right? There was like some he said kind of situations, and some people that he was in business with essentially sold him out. They thought that he was being disloyal, and so they had decided to him. As if you know, the only way out, they say, is in a bag. He was a very paranoid guy, obviously because of the business that he was in, so he figured out that this was their plan, and he had fled before they had actually let that happen. But he had left his child, like his family, all behind, all of his stuff behind, like his cars, his motorcycles, like everything. So him going over, this had been like months after he had fled, and this was him trying to like settle up all of those things. He obviously didn't have his phone on him because he didn't want anybody to track him, anybody to find him. Like, this was a very like covert mission of his to get back, get the rest of his stuff, like sell some of his stuff, basically get in and out without anybody ever knowing that he was there. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, okay, girly, you found out, like, get out. Get out. And in my head, I'm like, well, he's out, right? He's not in it anymore.